Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to officially update you on some more current latest news. Big breaking news as well in the media, because I've read quite a few media outlets. This is apparently now about Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and reportedly Jose Mourinho is currently interested in re-signing Zlatan Ibrahimovic back to the club at Old Trafford. We know he's been at Manchester United before. He was at the club quite a few years. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, as we all currently know, he scored 17 goals for the club. As we all know, did Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But the breaking news is that Jose Mourinho is reportedly and Manchester United are reportedly interested in re-signing Zlatan Ibrahimovic back in the January transfer window, as it says, because Jose Mourinho is still looking to bolster the squad. He's still looking to add names in the squad, and he's still looking to strengthen the squad up. As we all know, Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a prolific goal scorer. He's he's got great ability, as we all know, very creative, very good in the air as well, very accurate. As we all know, in the current process, but we know he's got a fantastic pedigree. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, got experience of his Premier League proven, because he's been Manchester United before. He's won 13 trophies in his whole career. He's got 500 goals. Over 500 goals, for club and country is Zlatan Ibrahimovic as well. And reportedly, Manchester United are interested in remaking a move for him in January, because Jose Mourinho is still looking to strengthen that front line up, and especially this season. Alexis Sanchez, who didn't make an impact, second half of last season. As we all know, he hasn't made an impact this season, and yet he's still very versatile, as we all know. Romelu Lukaku scored 24 goals last season or something like that. Also very good in his first season with Man United. Romelu Lukaku, as we all know, but these outperforming these strikers, especially this season, as they should be. But Jose Mourinho is still looking to strengthen that front line up, and he has recommended as Jose Mourinho to maybe re-go for Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the January transfer window. But we basically know we know a year or two ago, basically. We know a year or two ago that when we had Zlatan Ibrahimovic, he was in form, he was very good. But we know in the Anderlecht game a couple of years ago, I think it was in the Europa League, and during that game, Marcus Rashford suffered a serious injury as well. But Zlatan Ibrahimovic had suffered a crucial ligament knee injury during that period, and we know that was a debate on his career. It did say it was likely his career was going to be officially over, especially Manchester United, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, but he was supposed to be out for a very long time, but he recovered quite fast from his injury, so it was overscheduled, and he was back playing football in you know basically a short period of time in my eyes, because he was supposed to be out longer, than we currently expected. He did suffer a crucial ligament knee injury. Did Zlatan Ibrahimovic at that point a couple of years ago with Manchester United. Basically now he's currently he had to go through rehabilitation and that. He was on crutches, as we all know, and he recovered very fast, and he went through his rehabilitation, as I said. Now he's currently playing for the LA Galaxy. Is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's been there, I think, since March. He scored 21 goals in 25 appearances for LA Galaxy as Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's also been alive of Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain. We got him on a free transfer from Paris Saint-Germain back in 2016, was it, or something like that. He's been at Ajax, he's been at Juventus, and so that's an Ajax, and he's got a very good pedigree as Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and also Jose Mourinho has worked with in the past, at Inter Milan, as we all currently know. But this is breaking news. Jose Mourinho has got a few targets, lined up for the January transfer window. Jose Mourinho spent around about just over £300 million. We know he's bought 11 players into the club, as we all know. We know he's been on serious pressures to keep mentioning, from getting sacked from Old Trafford. There's a debate whether he's still going to be in charge in the January transfer window, to invest some more money into the club, to bolster the squad up a bit more, or is it going to be a new name in the January transfer window? As I said, but big breaking news about Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Jose Mourinho is looking to reunite with the player again, as we all know. Um, But yeah, apparently Jose Mourinho is very, very interested in him because, when he was Manchester United, he wants, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, to, in the front line, to create, to score goals as he can do. And he's proven that, with a fantastic experience and pedigree, I think he'd look good alongside. I think he'd look good alongside Lukaku and the likes of Rashford and the likes of Alexis Sanchez. And Mourinho's looking to address the front line a bit because, he thinks that especially, we've got defensive problems, got midfield, in the midfield we've got problems. We need a new midfielder as well. And in the front line, he wants to address that as well. So he's looking to return Zlatan Ibrahimovic to the club. He is now 37 years of age as well. So he's coming to an end of his career. So if Jose Mourinho does sign him, even if it lasts, 3, 4, 5 months at the club, maybe less than that, you know. No, but yeah, it's big breaking news in the press at Manchester United, and Jose Mourinho are interested in signing Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the January transfer window. Mourinho's also, as I mentioned, took an interest in signing midfielder Aaron Ramsey. He's a box-to-box midfielder. Can also play on the left, can also play on the right as well. And I think these players in the front line especially need, a bit more support. And this is what Jose Mourinho's looking to address at Manchester United. And Aaron Ramsey reportedly, there's a few teams that are lined up that are interested in Manchester United, are interested in him. Chelsea are interested in reportedly. Liverpool have showed an interest in them as well. Sorry, the hiccups. Liverpool are interested in him as well, who spent the most money in this summer transfer window. Excuse me, guys, wait a minute. Who spent the most money in his transfer window? Liverpool, spent over 170 million pounds. As we all know, Chelsea 122 million. I think it mentioned Juventus would interest him as well. Yes, they're willing to offer him a pre-contract term as well. But yeah, we know Aaron Ramsey's coming to an end of his deal next summer. But Arsenal, as I said, will look to cash in on him in the January transfer window. We know he spent 8 years in the youth academy, as well. He risen up the ranks fantastically well. Aaron Ramsey, he's made over 2 century appearances for Arsenal. All in all, sorry for the hiccups, guys. Give me a minute to get rid of these hiccups. Wait there, guys, I'm just getting hiccups here, so I will discuss in a minute. Sorry, guys, I've just got these hiccups. Wait there a minute. But yeah, talking about Aaron Ramsey, very, very good box-to-box midfielder, very creative, very dynamic as well. And, he's proven at Arsenal as well, he can score goals and he can provide. And he's got very, very good composure as well as Aaron Ramsey. And Arsenal have confirmed that the contract talks have currently come to a halt and a conclusion. So he won't be signing a new deal with Arsenal. I think these teams that are in the list of teams that are interested in him, would want to get him on a free transfer next summer where it won't cost them a fee. But obviously, from Arsenal's perspective, they'd rather cash in for the player. January, Emery, has invested into the team. He's bought quite a few players in. He got 5 players in the summer transfer window as well for Arsenal. As I said to you guys earlier on, that Arsenal and Tottenham now interested in signing Eric Bailly for Manchester United. Eric Bailly has been at the club since about 2016. Jose Mourinho, I think he was the first player that Jose Mourinho bought for Manchester United, Eric Bailly, in the current process. Eric Bailly, he's out of favour now at Old Trafford, as we all know, is Eric Bailly. Reportedly, had to come off just before the 20-minute mark against Newcastle the other week, so it's not looking very, very good Eric Bailey as well. So potentially, basically, could go to Arsenal, could go to Tottenham because they're the two teams that have showed an interest in the player. You know, they might look to go for him in January, as I said. But basically, there may be a fee involved. We're looking to invest around about the price, you know, that we basically paid for him from Villarreal. You know, talks that Aaron Ramsey and Eric Bailey is a swap deal, as we all know. There's been talks of Toby Alderweireld from Tottenham and Eric Bailey is a swap deal as well. If Eric Bailey is to go to one of their teams, as we all know. But we do need a creative midfielder, you know, we've got Ander Herrera, as I mentioned, you know, he could leave in January because he isn't getting regular game time under Mourinho as he was, especially under Gal, so he's falling down the pecking order. So he could go back to his former club, Atletico Bilbao, in January. Herrera, who we've had since 2014. So I think his midfield does still look very, very static indeed. You know, Pob £89 million wasn't worth it. You know, fourth most expensive player in the 4 years in football. You know, as I said, Juventus directors denied suggestions that he will be going back there, but you know, there's been talks that it could go back to Juventus, but Juventus have denied these suggestions, saying, you know, they no longer need that they're no longer interested, sorry, in re-signing Paul Pogba, as well. Now, made £124 if Juventus during his 4-year period there, as we all know, and he's failed, you know, and he's at Manchester United, he's failed to establish himself in the Manchester United team. In my opinion, as Paul Pogba, I just don't think, you know, especially him, he's had a dispute with Mourinho, he's had a fallout with Jose Mourinho, as we all know. But I just think we need a world-class midfielder, especially, you know, alongside the likes of Fellaini, Matic and Fred, you know. Matic and Fred, you know, one of Jose Mourinho's summer signings, Fred in the midfield, and I think, yeah, a few players could leave Manchester United in January, and then Jose Mourinho will have to eye out replacements indeed as well. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But this is big breaking news about Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I thought was very, very good at Manchester United, as I all said. I think in his first season at Old Trafford, did he score 20-odd goals in his first season when he came to the club on a free transfer from Paris Saint-Germain? Yes, I think so. But yeah, what do you think to this news? Drop your comments and likes below on the channel. Subscribe to the channel as always, guys, and take it easy. God bless, guys. See you all again very, very soon. Take care. Bye.